Welcome to the Midwest Horror Network review.
Wow.
Is that supposed to
I guess that's right.
Are we rolling with that?
I guess that is
Yes,
right.
cool.
I guess that is
yeah,
right.
we saw Ready or Not last night as an advanced screening, and it was awesome.
Yeah, it was awesome actually.
Yeah. Mark,
Yeah.
what was it about?
What wasn't it about? Chainsaws. That was the only thing that wasn't in there.
There was not a single chainsaw.
There
in the
was
entire
not
movie.
a single
No.
chainsaw. That is unfortunate, but it was a good
Yeah.
movie. It was a good movie. It was a good time. Essentially, it is about a brand new bride who is being married into a very, very wealthy family, basically the fucking Illuminati. That particular night, as an initiation program,
Into the family.
into the
After the wedding.
After the wedding, yes, they have an initiation program where they have to play a game. They are dealt cards. Decide what game they're going to play.
One incoming family member a few years ago got chess. Another one got Old Maid. What the hell is Old Maid, he said.
You know,
And
that's gonna
we
be a-
still don't know.
You know, that's going to be a game that pops up somewhere now. Somebody's going to make it. Somebody's going to make it up entirely. Just like I don't know what the fuck this is, but we're going to bank off of it.
Yeah. So
So look out for that game somewhere. God only knows
Old
where.
Maid is a card game.
It is a
it
card
is a
game.
card game.
It is?
So
Hold up. Wait, this is an actual card
This is
game.
a real thing.
Yeah,
This is a real card.
I got a whole bunch of different versions of that. I like that game.
You were left out. Sorry. Anyway, moving on.
He's
Again, the game that pops up is hide and seek,
which is the card that nobody wanted.
because they have. This is not really that much of a spoiler alert. The whole family has to kill her. I'm assuming before sunrise. Otherwise, bad things will happen. And we'll get into spoilers in a bit.
And basically, the new bride coming into the family, she is basically hiding from the family. This movie's basically Die Hard meets Rosemary's Baby.
I don't see that connection.
Sure. No, I see the connection very
Yeah,
much so
just-
with Die Hard.
And yeah, she's basically just trying to survive the night and escape. Her new husband is trying to help her, as you can see in the trailer. So yeah, let's start with some non-spoiler thoughts, and then we'll
All
talk
right.
a little bit about the specific screening we had, and then we'll go into our spoiler discussion.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I had fun and I enjoyed the film. I love films that are really engaging like that. It had everything. It had a lot of gore, some really awesome kill shots in there. Freaking awesome humor. It kept me engaged the whole time. There wasn't like a one moment in there where I was like, okay, I'm done watching this. It kept me engaged the whole time.
Blood, cocaine, one hell of a time.
There was some of that, wasn't there? Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Yeah. Brandon?
Yeah, this movie was awesome. I had a blast with it. It's basically the horror version of marrying into a shallow family, or one of those families where they don't like the outsider coming into the family.
Yeah.
And it just played off of that so well. Like, you have the gold digging wife of one of the brothers. You have people that just don't want to be there. What I really liked about this movie is the killers are people who aren't killers.
Yes.
They didn't even expect to have to kill somebody that night.
Kind of
Fuck, I have an 8:30 tea time.
It's like,
kind of spoilerish.
Good
Not
one-liners.
really.
Not really,
It
it's
is.
one line.
But yeah, it's like they just didn't want to be there, or they didn't know what they were doing, or they knew what they were doing, but they were rusty and just didn't have the skill set. And yeah, it just really played off of that really well. I don't think there was a single flat performance in there.
No, not at all.
No.
I don't
not
think
at
there was a single moment that dragged or where I was bored.
Nope.
No.
I do have a couple small issues with that, one of which we'll get into in our spoiler discussion. But I guess really the only real issues, other than what we're going to discuss later, are I kind of wish they spent a little more time developing the family at the beginning before, murder attempt happens. Like, not even that much, but just a little bit more. Like, we got enough, and their personalities really shine throughout the movie. But I think some of the little expository moments could have been a little more smoothed over if we had a bit more character development, or just a tiny little bit more setup. Maybe not set up for the plot, but just a little more time with the family. And also, there are a few moments where some of the female characters do kind of look alike. Like, other than the main bride and the elderly aunt, every woman in that family is slender and dark-haired.
Yeah.
So it's a pretty dark-ish movie in its lighting.
Yes.
Like, it's very well shot, but it's very much in a candlelit, gaslit. It's not a general wash of everything, so there are a lot of shadows that it plays with. So there were a few moments where it took me a second to realize, is this one of the sisters or sister-in-laws, or was this one of the maids? But the personalities do shine through. That I was never lost, but there were a couple moments where I needed to think about, okay, who is this person right here?
Yeah.
But yeah, and other than that, I really have no major issues. I had a blast with this.
Yeah.
The gore was good.
Yes.
The effects -1 were really good. The jokes all landed for me.
They did.
So, some of them were kind of obvious jokes, but they worked.
Yeah, I think I have I didn't really need anything more in the pre-explanation, but I wanted more. Like, I would have loved to have seen more. I didn't necessarily need it like you did, but I wanted more. I wanted to see more.
I didn't need it, like.
But you would have.
Like
you would have appreciated.
I would have appreciated.
And I think I'm in the same boat with you on that one. I would have appreciated and loved to have seen more. But I got what I needed when it came to all the expository stuff. This movie was great. And actually, the funny thing is, the more I think about it and the more time I spent with it, the better it got. This was an absolute blast of a movie. It did not take itself seriously whatsoever, which I absolutely loved. The humor was where it landed. The overweight cousin stole the show. He was one of the funniest characters, along with the some of the editing choices on the ants were pretty fucking great. That worked really well. The main actress is fantastic. It is really well shot. The score is damn near subliminal. You can't even tell if there is a fucking score. It's either that
The score does not draw attention to itself at all.
At all. And it puts you in the mindset of what's going on. It is lit beautifully. It has kind of almost a gothic kind of feel to it, which I really, really dug. The main actress, Margot Robbie, stunt double.
Smart weaving.
Yeah, she was tremendous, and actually, I do relate this a lot to Die Hard, especially when she's in the dumb waiter talking to herself. All I can think of when she was sitting there literally with a fucking lighter, like, and she's sitting there like, hey, what did you do today? Oh, I got fucking married. How was your day and everything else? And all I can think
How
of.
did you spend your wedding night in a dumb waiter?
In a dumb waiter, and then all I could think of was, they said, come out to the coast, get together, have a few laughs, like. It was the same fucking scene. It's very well acted, well directed, well shot. The effects were really great. The gore was great when it needed to be, especially towards the end. The fuck it all. That's not a spoiler. And there's one scene in particular that I'm thinking about when she has to escape from the area. The gore effects were in that. There was one shot in the whole fucking movie that took me out of it, and it was very fast. I didn't even have time to go, and then it was over. Didn't even have time to even say anything. That is my one complaint with this entire movie, but for the most part, this was a fantastic movie. I had an absolute fucking blast with it. And the one good part I liked about it too that I think is not as mentioned as much, when the movie decides that it needs to be dramatic, it is dramatic, and it doesn't miss a beat. A lot of times with these type of movies, like when it starts to slow down and be dramatic for a minute and everything else to move the plot along, it loses steam. This did not lose steam. Like when it needed to have those moments, those dramatic moments in those situations to realize the humanity or lack thereof humanity of these characters, it fulfilled those needs and it served to function with the story. It was a tight thriller. It's one location thriller. I say see this movie, and I not only I got to see this for free, and we'll talk about our experience in a second at a special screening. I would have paid money to see this.
I'd pay to see it again.
And I almost
I'd pay to see it again.
I would definitely pay to see it again, and I recommend that everybody does the same because I would love to see all these actors and this filmmaker and this crew.
Directors. It was actually 2 co-directors.
It was 2 co-writers actually. I believe they wrote it and directed it.
I think the writing team was different.
Was it? Okay.
I believe so.
I mean, don't quote me on that. I may be incorrect. But that being
Yeah,
said,
the writers are different from the...
from the directors.
Yeah.
But it is 2 writers and 2 directors,
Yep.
right? All right. But that being said, please go out there, spend your money to see this movie, so these people can continue to get work. They are very talented. I can't wait to see them in other things. So, B-Man, you want to talk about our awesome experience at the screening?
So we were lucky enough to see this for free.
2 days before the release.
Yep. We saw it last night, which would have been August 19th. So bloodydisgusting.com, I stumbled upon an article saying that 50 pairs of passes to give away. So immediately I just let these guys know. And for throughout the next 2 or 3 weeks, we're just trying to coordinate our whole group.
It ended up being 10 people, which
9
is great.
people. Yeah, we saw it with 5 other people. And he actually got to the theater first. We were all in a group, needed to get food first. And then he sends him a video of the line. And the thing with these passes were... Just because you got the passes doesn't mean you were going to get in.
They overbook just to be on the safe side because they want to fill all those seats.
Yeah.
I believe if you get there and all the seats are filled, but you still got the pass, they'll give you a ticket to another movie, so you're not wasting your time. And I mean, if you show up, you go watch another movie for free. You just can't see that one. So that's at least what Cinemark does.
I don't know that either.
So don't quote Zach on that necessarily.
I just know that's what Cinemark does. This was for AMC, so
Yeah, AMC.
We're going to get such an angry letter from Cinemark.
Yeah. You shouldn't have told them the secret.
But yeah, so after that we were just hoofing it over there, and we got in. It's assigned seating, and you don't get to choose your seat. It's whatever ticket they give you, that's your seat.
yeah.
And I think we really lucked out.
God,
on
we
our
lucked
seats.
out.
I actually think we got
Our
the best
seats were
in
literally
class,
the
but-
perfect seats we could have chosen.
Yeah.
We had bars right in front of us so we could rest our feet. We had a clear view of the screen. There was nobody in front of us. They were below us because we were on some sort of stand in the first row of that stand. And, everything was perfectly
And David already knows what I'm thinking about right now.
Clear.
And then David and I are both in a couple. They put the couples over here, away from everybody else. We're gonna put you guys over here, away from the rest of the group, over to the
It
far
was
right.
awesome. It felt like I was on a balcony too.
Yeah.
It was
the bars,
right. It was the next section up, and the second row, which is fucking great. It was a great seat. We really
And
luck out.
I thought it was just going to be a screening, but they had a few extra things there. For
Yeah.
people to see, which
It was
really nice.
essentially a whole pre-screening event.
Yeah, they had a little photo op for everybody.
T-shirts.
Yeah.
We'll cover the T-shirt in a moment. But yeah, they had a little photo op, which we posted ours on our Instagram already. And then if you posted to social media, they'd give you a free T-shirt that Zach's wearing. I got one as well, and I'll show you the front and the back.
Nice.
Well, here, just show them the back. I got the front.
Yeah, so we got the back here, and another view of the front, why not? With a tea kettle on there.
Hey, a tea kettle can be a deadly weapon if used properly.
Yeah. We'll discuss that in a bit.
Yep. And they also had these plastic champagne glasses with grape juice and white grape juice.
Yeah.
Handed out by an actress wearing a replica of the wedding dress in the
Who
movie.
Wes ended up getting hitched with for 5 minutes.
Really?
Yeah. And
Yeah.
Then,
Really?
Yeah. His
Kayla-
girlfriend was a little upset.
Yeah, it was funny.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right.
It's a good thing you went right to your seat, David.
Yeah.
So did I.
But yeah, it was a really fun time. And I will admit, it's whenever there's a pre-screening like this, there's always a little bit of worry. Because that either means it's a smaller movie and they're trying to get hype for it because look at the movie climate we're in right now. Everything's Disney, Star Wars, Marvel. So to have an original script R-rated horror movie, you need as much buzz as possible,
course.
especially if it's good. or they're trying to drum up buzz because it's terrible and they want to try to get as many people hyped up to see it as possible.
Thank God it was the first one.
Thankfully, it was
Yeah.
the first one. I had a
It's
blast
kind of
with it.
sad, but yeah.
Yeah.
Because, Disney ruins everything.
Anyway, I'm moving on that one.
Sure.
Gentlemen, you ready to get into some spoiler territory?
Yeah.
Let's start our spoiler discussion.
So if you haven't seen it yet, pause it right here.
This is the spoiler and major spoiler. Everyone dies at the end.
Not everyone.
Not everyone.
Not everyone.
Well, I mean, that's just
Everyone.
a joke thing you say.
The
Bruce Willis was a ghost
yes.
in Die Hard.
Now there's a
Christmas is ruined, Brandon!
what a twist.
What everyone shout?
what is
Oh,
this?
wait, guys, don't worry. We still have Jaws the Revenge. Best Christmas movie ever.
And he's the ghost of Christmas Willis.
I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
I have no regrets.
Yeah, I'm sure you don't.
Let's talk about well, first of all, let's talk about favorite kills.
Or just favorite gores.
Favorite gores.
Favorite gore for me was at the end when everybody blows up unexpectedly because as soon as dawn came, apparently that's when they had into before they could
Let's
kill
give
the
a little
bride.
context for this. So, and we're in spoilers now, so
Yeah.
let's give just the full context.
They made a deal with Satan essentially.
I don't know if it was Satan
either
or...
it was either the father's grandfather or the great grand. Basically, somebody down the line in the family made a deal with the devil.
Yes.
And that's basically how the family got its riches and its wealth. And anybody that comes into the family, basically that game they play is their initiation into that deal as well.
Yes.
So like the sister-in-law, the brother-in-law, all that. Any children, I'm guessing, are kind of just grandfathered into the deal.
Correct. Apparently.
Yeah. They have no say in it.
No.
Which kind of sucks when you think about it.
But you know though, that one kid though, like he was.
Those kids exploding were fucking hilarious.
Yeah, that so, like it really was. When I say fuck it all, I mean I really mean fuck it all. Like,
But yeah, so at the end, so basically, every time somebody joins the family, they got to play a game. As we mentioned earlier, one person got chess, one person got old maid, and those, I'm guessing in the backstory, they just play the game and that's it.
and that's it. Yeah.
And that's the vibe I got.
But the one game that the card you don't want to pick is hide and seek.
Yeah, in which case the whole family has to try to kill whoever's joining the family. In this case, the bride played by Samara Weaving. Obviously, she survives at the end, and they got to kill her by dawn. And dawn comes, and at first I thought at first nothing happened, and I thought.
We all went.
I thought they were gonna go for a whole deals with the devil aren't real, so all this stuff that they've done for decades they did for nothing.
Which would have been funny. In both
Yeah.
of these endings, like, no matter how they would have went, would have been hilarious. I definitely prefer the latter, but
Yeah.
still.
But still, it would have been. It definitely
Yeah.
would have been. Either way. But for a second though, you really thought
Really?
that.
Yeah.
You really think it's gonna go that way.
Just like,
And then the one heavyset guy was like, I knew it was bullshit. I knew it was all bullshit.
He was even googling that earlier in the movie.
Oh yeah. Do deals is there any
are
truth?
deals with the devil bullshit?
Yeah, but it's definitely my favorite scene of the whole film, just because of that their reactions to them opening the curtain and just. Oh my God,
Oh,
we're gonna
so
blow
damn
up.
Like they thought it was gonna happen right when the
Wait a
sun
minute.
hit
Yeah,
them.
right when the sun comes up.
Yeah, like vampires.
And then the ghost comes back and
I was gonna say, that's my favorite scene for two reasons. One, the explosions, and then the ghost just appears for like a brief half a second with fire, tipping his whiskey glass just
It's like-
like cheers. And it's like, what?
And the bride's just like, okay.
that's only like the 10th fucked up thing I've seen tonight.
Yeah, and then she goes outside, the mansion's burning down,
She's
the cop
covered in
comes,
blood.
oh, she's covered in head to toe in blood. She looks beautiful.
Smokes a cigarette, lights a cigarette.
The cop asks her, ma'am, are you alright? What the fuck happened? In-laws.
And that is true. I would, if I was in that situation, I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
I say that now.
that's
in-laws.
Good God, yeah, no, that's definitely Zach. Was that your favorite?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Mainly because of the I tip my glass to you and the in-laws portion. That just made that whole section for me.
I like how your devil has a southern accent.
Yeah.
I mean, I just
Look, there's no way he didn't have a southern accent.
And you know what? I gotta agree with Zach on this one. I mean,
You never know.
He had the suit, he had the glass or the hat, I can't remember, and he tipped. He is Southern.
I don't want to agree with you, but I kind
That devil went down to Georgia and he was definitely looking
Yeah.
for a soul to steal.
Oh yeah.
God,
Yeah.
man, there's so many good fucking one-liners that some people caught, some people missed it.
I was gonna say I haven't seen that many good one-liners since my last Arnold Schwarzenegger movie.
Dude, like some really good fucking one-liners in that and everything else. I say, like the one cousin, like literally does coke the whole fucking movie, and then
She shoots the maid on accident. I got her. Oh shit!
that's what I liked about it. Like
she was my favorite.
Like I
Everybody
said
says
earlier,
that.
these people aren't killers, and she was such a screw up who could not keep herself together.
Yeah, no, not
without
at all.
some kind of drug, like
She
cocaine
literally-
or pills.
She runs into the room, just
She kept
rocks
forgetting
and
her
all.
gun.
Yeah.
Dude, she's in a mirror, like giving her fucking self back, like get it together, girl, get it together.
After she forgot her gun.
Yeah, I forgot my gun.
And,
Get me
and
a
she's
fucking
even complaining to her parents, just like, I suck. And they're just like, no, you don't suck. Here, have my crossbow. Has it just accidentally goes off, kills the maid.
Oh my God! Like it was so fucking fun. Like literally, the bride's running down the hallway and she takes a shot and she fucking fumbles the gun.
She fumbles the gun and is still somehow firing at her parents.
Dude,
Everyone drops like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
oh my God! And I just love it.
She is absolutely my favorite character in the movie
Yeah.
just because of how ridiculous she
Dude,
is.
the one-
Anybody with a big extended family could probably match up people
Shit.
in their extended family to characters in this movie.
Like literally, the moment she did the coke I'm like, she's my favorite. This is only gonna be hilarious.
Dude, the fucking cousin was like, let's see if we can find you an edible and kind of even you out. Oh my God, it was so, there was so many fucking things and everything else. Like, I didn't expect to do this tonight. I have a fucking tea time at 8:30.
That line had me in tears.
Yeah, there
It's
was,
fucking tea time at 8 in the morning. What the fuck?
you know, Brennan, I already know what scene you're gonna take for your favorite gore, but I will let you take it because it is one of the best. It's one of my favorites as well.
So there's a point where she finally makes it out of the house. They have the house on lockdown, but her husband is able to get into like the security room and get the doors down. And she goes to hide in the barn. And then one of the little kids shoots her through the hand. And she was immediately, pow,
Decks him in the face. It was
knocks
great.
him out.
That little kid got knocked the fuck out.
That-
It literally
Yeah.
all that was missing was a cut from fucking Friday with Chris Tucker.
Yeah.
You just got knocked the fuck out.
And then she falls into like the underground bunker in the barn.
Yep.
And
I wouldn't call it a bunker. It was more of a pit with dead bodies.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say.
Bunker pit
Um,
something.
The pit of death.
But there's this ladder
Despair.
that's just deteriorating. And the reason why this is my favorite is this was such a Hitchcock moment of pretty much showing you what the important thing of the scene is, and it just lets you marinate in suspense of
You know it's gonna happen.
you know exactly what's gonna happen, and it's great because you know what's gonna happen. It didn't try to be a surprise. It's like, this is what's gonna happen, this is what you have to wait for, and it's still gonna be painful because you know it's coming. So basically, when she falls down,
She's hanging on by one hand, by the way.
yeah, because she's got the bullet hole through her hand. But basically, at the top of the ladder, there's this one big honking rusty nail just sticking out. And she's trying to climb up, ladder's falling apart underneath her feet. She's holding on by her good hand, but ladder's falling off. It's like she's hoists herself up and just slams the injured hand
She-
right on the rusty nail.
She Jesus Christ herself. She literally
I
there's a
think
hole.
you could hear the cringe of everybody. In that.
There's like already a hole in the fucking hand, and she knew that she can have the nail. You know, the nail would go through the hole, and she had to lift herself up from that. And everyone, like I, you know what's so funny? I love going to movies when I can find where the smart people are at in the audience, because everyone that was intelligent went It's a very interactive audience.
Good audience.
It was a good. There was
For a big movie theater, I was very surprised that we had a very good audience.
We gotta say, we had some annoying people.
we did
behind
a
us at
few
couple points,
annoying
yeah.
people, but nobody was talking. No,
Yeah,
like, no one was.
nobody that ruined the experience.
I was gonna say the people behind me, Matt and Ray, needed to shut the fuck up at a few points. It's just like, all right, we get it. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, but that being said, though, she basically Jesus Christ herself with the nail, and then lifts herself up. It's fucking terrible. That was crazy.
That was awesome.
My favorite one, and actually it's very good and very effective, but it's very simple. Is there's a moment where she has to crawl through the gate, and she literally cuts her side open, and it's the actual effects on there are fantastic. Of her going through the gate.
Yeah, this gate is just piercing right into her back, and it's just cutting the skin as she's trying to shimmy her way through to escape from these fucking psychos.
Yeah, but I love it. I love my girlfriend when she gets to that fucking car and the guy just speeds off and everything else, and he's like fucking say the street, and she's motherfucker, bitch, that gun, and then and my girlfriend turns to me, she's like, that would be me. Really? Yeah, no, that happened.
Note to self.
Yeah, no, don't piss off Sarah. But yeah, no, that was definitely one of my favorite effects. And then also the maid's death with the dumbwaiter was pretty fucking great actually. But the rest of the deaths were pretty fucking hilarious actually.
Yeah.
With the exception of those deaths, and I think the only thing I had a problem with the audience members is there's one dude in the front row that kept fucking laughing like everything, and like when there's dramatic scenes going on, he would still fucking laugh, and I'm like stop doing that, you're ruining a moment.
He's a fucking ostrich.
Or the seagull that laughs at all of Adam Sandler's movies. It's a fucking comedy, man. You know what? And the funny thing is, and the one person that was fucking great, like dramatically, was the older brother,
played by Adam Brody.
Yeah. He was great. He was
He got a lot more character development than the husband.
Yeah, he did.
He did.
The character, he was the only character that was allowing that the husband to hold on to his last little stint of humanity before he said "fuck it all."
Yeah.
But yeah, he was just great performance from him. The aunt was hilarious. I thoroughly enjoyed her.
Bring grumpy face.
Grumpy face. Yeah, it was exactly like that. Exactly like that.
Just like,
And we laughed really fucking hard.
Oh yeah.
I mean, overall, those were definitely my favorite kills, my favorite moments. The cocaine's a hell of a drug.
The cocaine just had me cracking.
Still gets me.
Yeah, it was a fad. It was the 80s.
With the fucking masks and everything else. Like, good, thank God we didn't bring back those fucking masks.
Yeah,
it was the 80s. So.
There's a little prologue at the beginning when the two brothers are kids, and everybody during the hunt. The Seekers, I guess, they're all wearing these weird masks.
This is the last time that they had played that hide and seek game was the 80s.
I was gonna say, like, that was the first and only time most of that family did. Like, even the father was just like, we only ever had to do this once before.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I'm assuming though his father before him had to do it, like, because I mean it's a few generations, but
yeah.
In total, this game is
know what you need to do.
exactly like in total. I would say the game has probably only been played 3, maybe 4 times, and you only see 2 of the moments in the entire movie.
Yeah. So I mean, it's if you're okay with rich people, you will not be okay with rich people. If you hated rich people before, you will really hate rich people now.
Conspiracy theories.
The conspiracy theories.
It'll make the I Hate Rich People triple feature of Ready or Not, Sorry to Bother You, and Society.
Wow, there's a triple feature for you, kids.
Damn.
That would be something. And followed by Eyes Wide Shut. Zach. Even Zach has lines.
Whose line is it anyway?
Not Drew Carey's.
No. No. This was actually a really fucking funny movie. I'm so happy it didn't take itself seriously. The gore was great. The effects. There's one bad fucking shot One of the maids gets her head decapitated. They literally pick up her head,
to throw it down
the thing and everything else. And it's a really bad CGI shot. And I'm like, I went to go, and it was done. So I couldn't even say anything, but I can see, that's where you ran out of money. That's where the budget stopped.
The one bad effect in the entire.
Literally the one bad effect. That was it. And that's the only.
Which I wonder if somebody who isn't, for filmmakers, if they would even notice that.
Exactly.
I was gonna say that shot was so fast and but there was no reason to care.
Yeah. I mean,
Like it's not like Mad
joke
Max
still
where they
works,
hold
right?
on the shot for
that
like
was
10 seconds.
That's literally my one nitpick with the whole movie. Overall, it was a tremendous movie, and we've had a pretty good fucking year for horror.
Yeah. There was one character moment that did not work with me.
We're kind of split on this
Yeah,
one.
we are split on this one. I know what you're talking
split
about.
down the
Brandon.
middle, and that's the betrayal of the husband at the end.
Yeah.
Mark, do you want?
That could have used.
So
a little bit
so essentially, what happens is I think after the brother, another spoiler, the brother gets killed.
Yeah.
If you're watching
And
this
the
point.
mother.
And the mother gets killed.
Well, the brother gets killed by his bitch of a wife because,
but I don't think the brother knows the bride. Excuse me, the groom doesn't know that.
Essentially the husband doesn't know that. He finds his brother dead, and at that point he's just like, what the fuck? Then he sees his wife brutally beating the ever-loving shit out of his mother, and her face is just, mush at that point. And at that point he's just like, you're not going to stay with me after this, are you? Fuck it. Murder!
Murder ritual.
That's essentially what happened, and that makes sense to me. I mean, you're watching your family get murdered before you over this shit over somebody you've known for a year and a half. He doesn't really like his family, but at the same time, it's like he did like some of his family to a degree. Not all of it, but still, there are like the two people he did give a shit about just got murdered right before him. So
Very true.
At that point, it's like that's gonna affect you in some way on a mental level.
Like for me,
Yeah.
it's with everything we got with the husband, and that's kind of the reason why it didn't work for me is we got so little with him. Like really, every scene of him we got before he talks about how they're terrible people, or it talks about how he's been away from the family for a few years. He even talks about why he went away, which is a very sound reason. They even handcuffed him to a bed for other than exposition to his wife and opening the security doors. He was really just locked away for the entire movie, so you really don't get any time with him. So it's not the fact that the betrayal happened, but I don't feel like the arc was there, or at least there weren't enough dots connected to warrant such a 180 at that moment. Because it's like he's trying to help her, he's trying to help his wife survive and everything, and I just felt like he played it a little too evil tee-hee-hee.
I'll give you the evil TTT a little bit.
Yeah, so it's I don't know, maybe it was the way he played it, or maybe there weren't enough. I feel like his character really got the shaft when it comes to development.
I would
That's
say
why
it's
I-
probably the way he played it affected you more, because again, that change makes total sense for me. But the whole evil tee. Yeah, sure. I get. He did play it off just like his whole attitude.
It was like he was overcompensating in the performance because the character didn't get the development it needed.
Well, I don't think they gave us an opportunity to see him perform anything more than the White Knight.
The fact that he got so evil at the end, sure, I can give you that one, absolutely. But his character change, like the fact that the change happened, doesn't bother me. The fact that he maybe took it a little bit so drastically, sure, that I could see.
I think I'm gonna be the only person, or maybe David does as well. I actually disagree. I think that it's been leading up to that whole point the entire time, and I can name a few points where I already saw it. I
mean,
leading
the
that
point where
direction.
the mother and the aunt are like saying, "Oh no, you truly are a terrible person."
No. The one point when she's hitting him and everything else about that, and he finally said, "Why didn't you do this? You could have not married me." He's like, If I didn't marry you, you would have left me. and she's the only reason that he's not like his family. So that's his.
She and his brother and her brother.
His brother to an extent, but his brother's still in it though. Like to him, his brother's still in it.
Still.
She's the only good thing in his life that is keeping him from being like his family. So there's that. There's also the aunt who said he's too much like me. Like he's gonna do exactly what I did and everything else. Which, by the way, he was pretending to be asleep the entire time because as they leave the room, he wakes up. So he heard that whole thing. So there's that point. It's believing to that. Also, too, the moment where he's having a conversation with his mom, and his mom said, when he says, "You're terrible people. I never wanted to be like you. That's why I ran away. This and that." And she's like, "Do you really believe that?" And I kind of had to agree with her. Like I don't think he did really truly believe that. Like, are you gonna choose a person that you've only known for a year and a half over your family? Like you said, all this stuff is horrible and how it's not normal and everything else, but for the most part, you went along with it.
If you truly believe your family are terrible people, and I felt he believed they were terrible people.
Yeah.
So that's why the change didn't really resonate with me.
I get that. I don't think he ever really truly believed half the shit he was saying. I kind of agreed with what the mom was saying, and then also too at the very end when he actually honestly asked her, he's like, "Are you gonna?" And then after his brother died, which is his final straw, because his brother was his link to humanity, along with her. When he was dead and she was, looked like the end of Die Hard, all fucked up, and he said, "Are you ever gonna love me after this?" And she said, "No." She essentially fucking said no. And he said, "Well, I might as well be like my family then." So, but it's always been leading up to him being his family. It's the nature versus nurture battle. Are you predestined to be evil because your fucking family's evil, or can you learn evil? I don't know. Probably half and half. But that's how I viewed it.
Gotcha.
David?
Well, there's another. I'm gonna go back to the ending again when everybody explodes, where all the blood and body parts and freaking pieces of everybody are landing on the bride, and she just starts giggling and thought it was funny towards the end, and then when she goes up to her husband, takes off her rings, they go on divorce, and
That's when he
explodes. Perfect. It's perfect.
Yeah. It was a very beautiful
fun.
scene.
Yeah, it was a beautiful
It
thing.
was fun. That scene is my favorite, definitely.
Which, it happened so fast during that scene. When the mother ran out with 2 kids, did anybody else only count 2 blood splashes?
There was 3.
There were 3?
was 3.
Okay.
There was 3, yeah.
Okay, because it was like, I thought 3 people ran out, but I only counted 2 blood splashes, but...
Yeah,
okay.
I wish they would have showed it. Cowards.
True.
but she was a coward though.
Yeah. Well,
I don't care.
Well,
I
when
want to see all 3 of them explode. I don't want to just get the blood splatter.
Well, I was thinking about that this morning, and I was like, were there 3 blood splatters or 2? And I thought because they were off screen, because the one kid was asleep the whole time. So I thought, is that some subtle sequel bait there, where it's like the one kid who survived because he wasn't part of it? But okay, if of all 3 of you counted 3 blood splatters, I trust you guys.
I don't think that they
No, this movie is not getting a sequel.
I
It
hope
ended-
not.
Well,
They wouldn't get it.
there
I mean,
are
unless you
plenty-
wanted
there
that
are
story
plenty
they
of
wouldn't.
sequels out
Yeah.
there that should not have been sequels.
Very true.
Well, look, I mean, if you want to get her therapy sessions afterwards, that
If
could
a
be
movie makes money, there's gonna be a sequel.
There's that.
How can we cash grab the sequel?
The little kid came back.
Yeah.
I didn't set this up. I mean, I guess we could have the spirit.
But also,
come back.
yeah, it does make sense too. Cause
No, you know what?
Where was it?
Well,
at the end?
technically, she was
Prequel-
married to him.
No prequels.
Right? Still technically part of the family.
She
so
could take
maybe
over the company.
she could take over. I could see it going that direction.
I was gonna say no. What they'd probably do is prequels.
Or prequels, yeah.
A
That's a
prequel
good-
would actually work. Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can have
make
one
more sense.
literally for the prologue of this movie, or one of the past ones before that. One of the 2.
I don't think the one in the prologue needs to be. I think we got enough.
Yeah,
there.
we
I would actually like to see like the original deal with the devil
Yeah.
and how that leads
Yeah,
to
yeah.
the first one.
That's how it always starts. Like, they'll do the prequels and then they'll go back to the bride. Like, yeah, you're in charge of the box now.
Yeah. You know what? She
They're in
didn't change
charge
the
of
box. She was
everything.
fucking smart.
yeah.
The she
She
walked.
divorced the family.
Yeah, she walked away. But yeah, no, this is a really good fucking movie. And you know what, dude? And unfortunately, I do agree with you. I think that unfortunately the groom did get the short end of the stick, just script wise. Like didn't get enough. There wasn't enough to play with for him. Like, I'm basing my decision on his 180 flip mostly on what other people, taught to him.
It had nothing
about.
to do with him, and that's why it didn't work for me.
No, and I understand, and I totally get it. I think he did get the short end of the stick.
It definitely should have escaped a lot quicker.
Yeah. There's definitely that.
Yeah.
But again, going back to the theory and everything else, maybe he didn't want to escape.
No.
So,
No, he
Didn't
was
seem
working
like it.
pretty hard at it.
I
Yeah.
was gonna say he was really trying to get the fuck out of
He
there.
wanted to get out of there.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Like I said, I can understand after all that, but the whole drastic evil thing, that's the one where I was just like, no, dude, you're overdoing it. Shut the fuck up.
It's fair enough. All right. Any last minute thoughts?
It's a must watch. I definitely would pay to see this again. I didn't even pay the first time. I would pay to go see it again.
Oh yeah,
It was that fun.
Zach.
Squirrels.
Figured.
I highly recommend it. Yeah, and really, all the critiques I have it are really minor in the grand scheme of
They
things.
actually really are. Even mine.
Yeah, I highly enjoyed this one.
Yeah, even my
It was a simple premise that they just ran with in the greatest way possible. And yeah, if you have a big extended family, like I said, you're gonna recognize some personalities in here.
Yeah, I mean, and even my critique was a nitpick at best. This is a solid fucking movie.
Oh, absolutely.
Please go see it. Like I said before, a few minutes before, but I will leave you with this. Go see it. Go spend the money on seeing it so you can support these particular artists and what they do, because they do it really, really fucking well. So please go and support them. I hope to see all the actors in new things. I hope to see the writers and the directors working on new stuff, and everybody that worked on the film. I hope we see you very, very soon. As always, please like, share, and subscribe on our brand new channel, which hopefully...
Midwest Horror Network.
New name, same channel.
Yes.
Yep, new name, same channel. Instagram has already been transferred over to Midwest Horror Network. For Facebook, we have the username.
We're still kind of at war with them.
Facebook.com/Midwest Horror Network. That, depending on when you watch this, it may still be the Living Nightmares page, but we are in the process of transitioning the Facebook page to Midwest Horror Network.
And please check out all of our awesome content on the Midwest Horror YouTube station. A lot of good stuff. Of course, our Living Nightmare, all of our Living Nightmare episodes, all of our wonderful podcasts, and our very exciting new show coming out very soon, our makeup tutorial show. We're very, very excited about that. Like I said, like, share, subscribe, tell your aunts, brothers, sisters, uncles, best friends. We always appreciate you. And we'll see you later. Take it easy.